How's it going, everyone? As you guys know, I joined Bitcoin Magazine in the end of April. It's an exciting job to be at, but I want you guys to be at the Bitcoin conference. So make sure to get your tickets by going to b.tc/conference. That's b.tc/conference. Use the promo code YTMAG, as in YouTube Magazine, for 21% off. The best promo code in the business. Since I joined Bitcoin Magazine, I love working for a Bitcoin-only company. It's great to work with other like-minded Bitcoiners. Make sure that I can see you there with other great Bitcoiners such as Preston Pish, Stephen Livera, even President of El Salvador, Bukele, will be there for Bitcoin 2022. That is, go to b.tc/conference and use code YTMAG at checkout for 21% off your conference tickets. Hope to see you guys there. Have a good one. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the show. My name is Chris Alamo, and I am an amateur investor. This podcast is my open source journal of everything I learn about investing and wealth management. I'm here to explore the key concepts, market dynamics, and investing strategies that will assist you on the path towards financial independence and financial literacy. My mission is to build us from amateurs to experts. All suggestions are my own, and I recommend that you should do your own research before taking any investment advice. See you in this week's episode. I hope you enjoy. How's it going, everyone? This is episode 67 of the Amateur Investors. So happy to have you guys here. This episode is going to be a little bit of a shorter episode just because I'm in the process of moving. So I'm going to be leaving New Jersey officially, signing off from here and moving on to bigger and better things. I'm still staying at Bitcoin Magazine, but I have a fully remote role. So that allows me this opportunity to move and to leave where I'm currently at. So I'll get right into it then. So while it's been a much shorter episode, that we're going to be talking about the Canadian truckers protest that's going on in Ottawa. So for those of you that don't know, a couple weeks ago, the Canadian truckers decided to go into Ottawa, which is the capital of Canada, and basically have their trucks there as a form of protest to drop all mandates, whether it's vaccine mandates or whatever. And I'm not here to comment one way or the other if you are for or against them, but yeah, just to describe the facts. So basically, last couple days, or I think 2 days ago, Trudeau triggers the Emergencies Act, which is basically Canada is allowed to seize assets and freeze bank accounts and basically do martial law if they feel that they are under a threat, whether it's a terrorist attack or just to try and secure their borders. Whether it remains to be seen whether the truckers are terrorists or not, I guess that's a spot to beg and differ. But yeah, it's pretty crazy. I mean, it's basically while he triggered the act, it still has to go through the equivalent of their House and Senate. If any Canadians that listen to this would like to let me know, because I know they have different things. Provinces are the equivalent of states. Prime minister is the equivalent of president there. But yeah, I want to go over that basically and incorporate it. But it's really crazy. I know. And to give some backstory to it. So while the protest started probably 3 weeks ago or thereabouts, some people were raising money on GoFundMe, which many people know is a platform that you can use to donate to causes. And that money would go to the people that are trying to take the money. GoFundMe is a for-profit organization. So they're not a nonprofit. They are trying to make money. So they do take a pretty big cut of the donations that do come through. But so while Trudeau was, before he enacted the Emergencies Act, he was basically trying to go after the banks and freeze the money. And he basically lobbied to GoFundMe to say, hey, I don't want to give money. And basically GoFundMe caved, whether that's political pressure or whether that's to pander to him, remains to be seen. But basically they were going to freeze the money or take the donations, stop accepting donations, and give it to a thing of their choice. Granted, the people that donated money were not thrilled to hear that they would be having their money that they donated for the truckers be taken and given to a different cause. So much so that GoFundMe, within, I think, 48 hours of making that announcement that they were going to stop the funding, stop receiving funds and give it to something else, that they just said in order to make the process easier, they're just refunding the money of everyone that donated to that campaign. There was another Christian organization out of the US called Give, Send, Go, which they are, like I said, they are American organization and Christian affiliation that was going to say, we're going to keep raising money. And they were kind of a third party. They were nonprofit considered, and they were still going to raise money, and they were going to give money to the truckers. The problem with the nonprofit and something like this, you can't just give the money to me, or even if you were to give money to me, it has to go through the banking system, meaning that they can't just, I mean, I guess they could take it in cash and give it to someone, but something I think in their legal charter doesn't allow them to do so. So it had to transfer the money to there. So while Trudeau with the Emergencies Act said like, oh, you can't, like, I'm trying to freeze assets or confiscate assets, they're not allowed to confiscate the assets or seize them since they're an American company. So Give, Send, Go went to go send the money to, and it has to go through the Canadian banks because that's where the Canadian protest is going on. As soon as it got to the Canadian banks, they froze the assets. Like I said, they're not allowed to seize them by law, but they can freeze them in place. So GoFundMe, obviously they pulled it. Give, Send, Go can't give the money because of it. This is kind of like the best publicity stunt, or the best ad or commercial for Bitcoin. This shows the use case of Bitcoin. It's peer-to-peer, and they were very clear in the act that they are going after cryptocurrencies alike. So, they're going to use their power to basically track and basically they called it anti-money laundering laws. And they said to fund this illegal activity. I know that there was another group, Tallycoin is the fundraiser. It's not another cryptocurrency. Tallycoin is the website, tally, co.in. So Tallycoin is how you would go to that URL, was raising monies for the truckers, specifically in Bitcoin. So when you donate money, you send your Bitcoin or Satoshis, fractions of a Bitcoin, to Tallycoin as being the platform, and that goes to a hardware wallet or a hot wallet that they had in their possession. 3 prominent Bitcoiners set up this multi-sig wallet even before they knew this confiscation was going to go on. That basically they were the points that had the multi-sig or had keys in order that they could use to sign to move the funds. This was to try and distribute to various geographical locations and to prevent like seizure of the assets and compromising any or all of those parties at the same time. I can only imagine the Herculean effort that they had, and the amount of stress that the 3 of these individuals were on is immense, on top of everyone that's helping with the truckers. Ultimately, they moved before this even happened. They moved 3 days ago because they were suspecting something was going to happen for their own safety, for their family safety and their safety. They gave the funds to an undisclosed person that is close to the situation, who can handle them and distribute the funds on the ground. Basically, like if they were to give someone cash and say, I don't have it anymore, you can go do what you want. So they transfer the funds from that multi-sig to a private party that they're not disclosing, where those funds will be distributed to the truckers to be used to try and combat this. And like I said, this is kind of the best ad or commercial, even better than any of the crypto commercials during the Super Bowl. This is on test. We're quite literally, the Bitcoiners and Bitcoin alike are fighting governments. It's not going to be a very easy fight. The people that are in power, the globalists or the people in power, are not going to go down without a fight, not lightly. So it's going to be a big deal. But I'm on the side of freedom, and I'm on the side of censorship resistance, and I think that this is a big part to this. So I'll definitely keep you updated. And yeah, it's going to be a busy week for me with moving, but excited to see you guys all next week. I'm gonna have a great guest on next week and the following weeks to that. And thanks all for listening. Hopefully I will see you in Miami in early April for the Bitcoin conference. Make sure to get your tickets at b.tc/conference. Use the code YTMAG for 10% off. The discount is going up, or the prices are going up this Friday at midnight. So make sure to get your tickets and get your lodging all set away before they go up this Friday. So thanks everyone for listening. Like I said, shorter episode. So have a good one. Talk to you later. Bye.